This month's interviewee has been on the show for Author Awareness a couple of years ago, and she was on the show last season providing a list of book recommendations. Now she's back to talk with me about her newest title release. Please join me in welcoming back spicy writer Thea Landen.
Hey, Thea! So, it's great to have you back on the show. Tell me what you've been working on since you were last here.
Thanks so much for having me. Well, some people tell me that I am releasing nonstop, which, to be honest, most of them are short stories, so it's maybe not as impressive as it sounds, but still got a lot of things out there. As of right this second, my current series is coming to an end. Last year in the spring, I launched my Signs of Seduction series, which is a set of 12 standalone short stories, each for a different sign of the zodiac, so using the stereotypical personality traits, the symbol of the sign, colors, things along those lines. So since I started in April with Aries, that means the whole thing is going to be done in March with Pisces. I'm almost at the finish line.
Well, that kind of tackles the second question I had about how long you've been publishing. You've been publishing for a while, and it's
Long time.
and I mean you were a guest host last season, and before I had you on the show at least a year or two before that. So, I mean, obviously the short story series is being drawn from the 12 signs of the zodiac, as well as being romantically inclined stories. What are other sources of inspiration do you draw from?
This makes people so mad. In addition to, other forms of media I consume, video games mostly. I don't watch a lot of TV or movies these days. Honestly, sometimes they just come to me. That's how I fall asleep at night, planning my future projects. So for the Zodiac series, for a long time, I'd been saying, I need another series. I need another series. Because if we're getting into the advice section later on for listeners, you can't just write one book.
No.
You have to write more than one. And readers love series. And I went to quite a few conventions this year, and the last one I went to had a number of panels. Some I moderated, some I participated in, some I just watched from the audience, and readers love series. So I'm like, all right, fine. I need a series, I guess. And people get so mad at me. I was just lying in bed one night, waiting to fall asleep, and the whole thing came to me. The zodiac theme, what I would do for covers, what I would title it, how I would market it. Because then at the end of this, when the last one comes out in March with Pisces, what am I going to do? I'm going to take the 12 short stories and bundle them together in a physical book so I can then turn around and sell them at conventions. All of this, just like one flash at midnight one night. Perfect plan.
So aside from the finances, aside from doing layouts and stuff like that, what has been one of the biggest challenges that you've been facing at this stage in your writing career?
I'm lucky enough that I have a decent-sized regular audience, and God bless those people who will buy whatever I write the day it comes out. But of course, we always want the bigger numbers. And in doing research, hanging out on social media and the various Facebook groups and the accountability posts, all the places. For those people who are getting very, very big numbers with, dollar signs attached to them, they will be the first to tell you that when you really want to make that leap to scale up, you kind of almost have to do paid advertising. Like people will post pictures of their, KDP dashboard and say, look, I made literally $1 million this year. 500,000 of that was on advertising. And it's one of those things like the ISBNs that I was putting on for a while. I know I have to do it one day, but I don't know. I am sometimes hesitant about the concept of spend money to make money. And especially since a lot of people say whether you're going with Amazon ads or Facebook ads or BookBub ads, it kind of is hit or miss until you find what really works for an ad. And I kind of don't want to do that yet, but I know I probably should.
That brings us to the question about advice. What advice would you offer to other authors who are dealing with some of the same crap that we're dealing with?
Don't play anyone who sends you endless unsolicited messages. They are all garbage. No, seriously, though, if someone is good at what they do, whether it's marketing, cover design, formatting, if they're legitimately good at what they do, they don't have to reach out to people, cold calling them. Like, they have plenty of happy customers who will vouch for them and make those recommendations. And I'm always hesitant to post when I actually need someone, because I made the mistake on Twitter once saying, hey, who's good at doing, like, I think I wanted a sticker design or character art, and then everyone comes out of the woodwork. Make that network. Talk to your friends, know who is reliable, who has good rates, who is not going to screw you over. And again, if they are in your inbox uninvited, they cannot do anything for you that you either can't do on your own or have someone legitimate do for you.
That is pretty good advice, especially because that seems to be a problem that's been coming around more and more lately. I think with the advent of AI and how prominent it's being used, it's just become a bigger hassle, because like I'm getting people who are like, hey, I saw, I started looking into your book. I really liked it. They're wanting to get to know more about my book and chat me up. And then you start looking into their profile and you realize just how much of a scam, what they're trying to do. I don't know if they're trying to scam me out of information about the book, or scamming me out of information, personal information that they can use to steal my identity, but they're using that stuff, that kind of thing. And I've encountered where you've got these accounts that are claiming to be well-respected, well-published authors, and they're not real. So Thea, we're coming up to the end of the interview. How can people get a hold of you? How can they get copies of your work?
All right, easiest way is thealanden.com. My website has all the information you could ever want and more. It's got the info about books. It's got the links. Do you want the ebook on Amazon? Do you want a signed copy from me? All the links are right there. Social media links are there. Merchandise links are there. I have some fun stickers, t-shirts, other great things. And if you scroll down to the bottom or go to the appropriate tag, on top there is the list of my upcoming appearances, both media appearances like this and also in-person events.
Awesome. Well, Thea, it has been a pleasure to have you back on the show. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. This is a lot of fun.